Yes, you are looking at a BMW 530i. Black on black, black rims, black interior, and I'm gonna save it from being crushed at the junkyard. Now, I always told myself if I had the opportunity to own one of these cars, I would jump at the chance in a second. Fast forward to the present day, and I was lucky enough to find one at a very cheap price. Because the story on this car, the previous owner didn't take very good care of it. He let the engine run hot, and inevitably, it won't start again. So yes, this has engine problems. Now this black beauty was dead on arrival when I acquired it. But in the words of my favorite YouTuber, Tavarish, we need to build it better.
Well, coolant in my air filter is never a good sign. Houston, I think we got a problem. Uh-oh. Think we got a problem. I really don't want to see what's inside this engine or under this valve cover. Well, might as well just tear off the Band-Aid now.
So I started by removing the fuel rail access cover, as well as the coil pack access cover. Along with the coil pack wiring harness ground terminals, then unplugging all 6 coil packs, moving the wire harness out of my way, then I proceeded to remove each coil pack one by one, inspecting for signs of oil or coolant, and we did on coil pack number 5. Continuing on with the teardown, I took off every bolt holding the valve cover on.
Oh my God. That does not look good. Yuckos. Uh-oh, she's moving. Engine's not locked up. Yeah, buddy. Now we just got to keep on tearing it apart.
Now, removing the cam gears, they can be a little tricky because they can break, especially if they've been in there for 100,000 miles. because they have tiny little bolts in them. But I was able to take them all out and take the chain out all in one assembly without breaking anything. Next, on the side of the block, I had to take out that main timing chain holder. As you can see, that oil looks like a milkshake, so yes, most likely has a blown head gasket. Now that all the timing components were removed, now I was able to unloosen all the caps that hold the cam bearings on, so I was able to lift that stuff on out of the way. Along with the lifter blocks. Well, that's at least what I call. And yes, the lifters will fall out, so I had to gather all of them up individually. Yes, this is a pain in the ass. Exhaust bolts suck. Yeah, I would say it's sucking coolant through the exhaust pipe. Yeah. That's not good. Now the great thing about taking this exhaust out, I'm not putting it back in this car because it's really heavy and I think it needs to be straight piped. Next on the agenda is I need to take these heat shields out because I need to be able to access the 4 bolts on the drive shaft onto the transmission. I think there's about 6 of them. Yeah, there's 6 of them. All right, let's get to work. Now, because I am a little bit crazy, I decided to put that pull jack up there because I'm going to drop the transmission cross member down so I can access the 3 bolts to take the drive shaft out, because it's got a bolt and a nut on there, so I can't really access the nut on the back because it's tucked up in there. Wish me luck. Hopefully it doesn't fall on me. Yep. Now I can get a wrench back there. Good old German engineering. See, now I got some room to where I can put my little stubby 18 on the back because there's a nut on the back of that. And I need to be able to get, oh, I'm sorry, these nuts right here. That one and that one, and there's, it looks like a triangle actually. 1, 2, and then one at the top that you can't see. Well, oh, wait, there you go. Now that I got the drive shaft out, I can actually move the screw jack. I know you guys are probably gonna correct me. It's not a pull jack, it's a screw jack. Pull screw jack.
And of course I decided to take the Torx out of the rear diff, just move the whole axle drive shaft out of the way so it's not flopping around or sitting like that.
Now you guys are probably wondering why I had to bring the BMW to the shop and put it on the lift. Well, there's a good reason for that. That's because in order to take this timing chain cover off, I have to take the head off. And I can't take the head off until I take the exhaust off. Now, the exhaust, I couldn't break those bolts laying on my back, so it was a good thing to get it up in the air and break it loose and take it apart. So now the engine can come out because, like I said, it's going to be rebuilt. Now I know this looks like a complete mess, but guess what? It is a complete mess. But like I was saying, I'll show you. I can't take this timing cover off unless I take the head off, and then back through there I need to take the exhaust off.